Okay, so here we are in Tokyo, and I'm near Ueno Park, and I'm in an Ichiran. And Ichiran specializes in ramen, which is a noodle. But the unique thing about this dining experience is it's not social. So introverts, you'll love this. Or if you're solo travelers like me, you'd love this. Because I'm actually in my own little booth. There's a wall to this side of me. There's a wall to this side of me. I don't get to interact with anyone. I just get to focus on the enjoyment and flavors of eating my ramen. There's a little hatch here. I gave the guy my order sheet with the specifications of the ramen I wanted, which I'll insert here so you can see exactly what I got. And then the guy brings me my ramen. Hi! Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow. And just like that, they're gone. Look at my ramen. Oh my goodness. Great timing. They literally just delivered my ramen. I cannot wait to taste. So quiet. In Japan, they're really respectful. I feel bad when I talk on the train, I feel bad when I talk in the restaurant. So I really hope this microphone can pick me up, because I'm speaking very quietly. I really don't know how much you can see because this booth is so small. I can't move the camera any further back or it will literally fall into the kitchen. But geez, these noodles are great. So I think the special thing they do here is their broth. I think they use a thing called take, T-A-K-E. I'll double check that and include it in the comments if I got it wrong. But it's like that bitter seasoning they put into the broth to really bring out the flavour. And as you can see from my menu selection, which I'll put again here to remind you, I didn't go for all the average. They recommend medium this, medium that. They just recommend you take the middle. I tried to boost it, the flavour of the richness, the flavour of the garlic. I tried to increase the flavour a little bit in all the areas, and it's amazing. It really is amazing. The noodles I went for were firm, so they're a bit al dente, a bit hard, but that's what they recommended, so I went for it and I have no regrets. Sorry, it's so good. What can I say? The broth is super thick, the meat is super tender, the noodles are a little bit al dente, a little bit crispy to give it that balance. There's green onions, there's some chili. Really, really, really love it. Ichiran. I'm going to go to as many as I can. It rhymes, Ichiran. I'm going to go to as many as I can. So here I am in the Shinjuku district of Tokyo. And it's famous for having the world's busiest crossing or train station, with about 2 million people using it every day. But what this area is also famous for is ramen. It actually has around or over 300 or 400 different ramen shops, which makes it the most highly competitive ramen place in Japan and thus in the world, I imagine. So you've got lots of high quality ramen here. So I've come to a place called Fuunji, F-U-U-N-G-I, Fuunji, demarcated by that blue sign there, which is considered to be one of the best in the area, making it one of the best in Japan, which means it's probably one of the best ramen shops in the world. Now it's 4:30, this shop Fuunji only opens at 5. I thought I'd be the first one here, But no, some locals clearly know what they're doing and got here ahead of time. So I'm gonna wait half an hour to enter and sample some amazing ramen, hopefully. I had ramen for lunch, I'm gonna have it for dinner. And I mean, I'm gonna eat a lot of it whilst I'm here. This is great stuff. I love it. There it is, Fuunji in Shinjuku area. Can't wait to go in and try some ramen. So here I am in Fuunji, and I don't want to make too much noise because I'm worried I'll disturb other people's dining experience. But here I have the special ramen. Now Fuunji is famous for their dipping noodle, but I specifically went for the ramen because I wanted to compare it to the other ramen houses I've been to in Tokyo. And I can honestly say, it's very good. Yeah. The broth is not overpowering. Pickled bamboo is a nice touch. They're a very different texture. So if you get the special dipping ramen, your egg is raw and you sort of mix it in. But I've just got the special normal ramen, so I've got a normal boiled egg. I think next time I'll try the dipping ramen. The people either side of me have dipping ramen and it looks delish. But as far as the special ramen goes, really nice. Thick, wholesome broth. Noodles bordering on firm. The meat's of amazing quality and portions. The portions are a lot bigger than normal in Tokyo. It must be said I ordered the large size, so it should be quite full on this. Yeah, okay, I get it. I can see why Fuunji people queue outside to get here. I've only been in here 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes past 5 and there's people queuing behind me to take my seat once I'm finished. That's how popular this place is. And yeah, fresh, wholesome flavors. Really, 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 really like it. Oh my lord, I am saturated with ramen. Like if you painted me gold and put me in a temple, people would mistake me for Buddha. I am pot-bellied full of ramen. Okay, so to compare those two places, we had Ichiran and we had Fuunji. Price, both similar, both 900 to 1,000 yen. So that's, what's 900 yen? That is £6, and in American dollars, $8 or $9. So pretty reasonable. Ichiran, I really like the private booth. I really like that you could just focus on your noodles and enjoy. There was no rush, there was no pressure. Fuunji, I felt so much pressure to eat quickly. I mean, I was one of the first in there. I was one of the sort of top 5 people in there. And I only was in there for about 20 minutes, eating my noodles like lightning speed, recording that video for you. And I already could feel the pressure to leave. No one told me so. It was just like a subconscious, oh, you've been there too long. And it was only 20 minutes. It was a giant bowl of ramen. I thought I did pretty well. But yeah, so the atmosphere, the experience, Ichiran much better for me. Quality of the ramen itself, the noodles. I like Ichiran's customizable menu. I like that you can pick it out yourself, get your own sort of flavors. It's a good incentive to come back again and again and really hone your bowl of ramen. And actually for me, the quality of the ramen was better in Ichiran. But I might have made a mistake by taking the special ramen at Fuunji. I think the dipping ramen is much better there. That's the famous one, which I should have gone for that, but I didn't want to because I wanted to directly compare ramen in the bowl, not dipping ramen. And I would say Ichiran wins it for me. Although in Fuunji's defense, the portions were much bigger, much more noodle, much more meat, much thicker broth. quality of ramen, yeah, I'd still give it to Ichiran, believe it or not. As for accessibility, Ichiran's obviously a chain, so you can get that pretty much anywhere in Japan. But Fuunji, you have to go to Shinjuku, so bear that in mind. Overall, I mean, you can't go wrong with ramen in Japan. If you're really pushed for time and location, I would highly recommend Ichiran. You can get it anywhere, it's cheap, you can customize it, it's good quality. If you really are a ramen aficionado and you want the best of the best, sure, go to Fuunji, but maybe don't get the special ramen, get the special dipping ramen. And I think that will blow your mind. So I'm gonna go back for that another time. For now, I'm just gonna go through Shinjuku, probably stop at Don Quixote, which is apparently a 7-story shopping bonanza. I'll take some videos for you. But hey, that was ramen in a day in Tokyo, first in Ueno and then in Shinjuku. I hope you enjoyed that, and there should be plenty more to come, depending on how much time I have to edit these and upload them. But I'll definitely be filming them. See you next time.